Hello, everybody. This is the Love Yourself Guru, and welcome to the Love Yourself TV. And welcome to today's episode. We're going to be discussing a really interesting book. I believe it's life changing, and it's called The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying by Bronie Ware. And Bronie Ware was a palliative nurse, and she spent time with her patients before they passed away. Now, the video is going to be split up into 5 parts. The first thing we're going to be talking about is about having the courage to live the life you want, not what others want. So it's really, we're going to be talking about freeing yourself of worrying about other people's opinions. The second thing we're going to discuss, God willing, is striking a work-life balance, not becoming a hamster on the wheel, really having a balance between your work life and your family life, God willing. The third thing we're going to discuss is having the courage to express your feelings. We're going to be discussing how if you keep on keeping your feelings inside and you don't express what you really feel and what you really think, how it could manifest in your body into dis-ease. The fourth thing we're going to be discussing is the importance of friendship. And the fifth thing we're going to be discussing is allowing yourself to be happy. Happiness is a choice, and we're going to talk about how to allow it to actually be part of your life, God willing. So let's begin. Now, as I said, the book is called The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying, and it's by Bronie Ware, and she's a palliative nurse. Now, she spent time with her patients before they passed away. She spent time 3 to 12 weeks before they passed away, and she often questioned her patients about any regrets they had, or if they would do things differently if they could go back in time. And she found that there was a common thread between all of them. They all basically, most of them had the same 5 regrets. These regrets kept on coming over and over again. And that's what we're going to discuss. And that's what she discusses in her book. So the first regret that she found with her patients were, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. And she found that most of her patients, they didn't honor their dreams. So they had dreams that they wanted to accomplish, and they didn't accomplish them out of basically fear of other people's opinions. And these are her words on her website. She said this: the dying people I cared for helped me understand how irrelevant the opinions of others are in the end. And my courage has set me free of such cares before my deathbed. I'll always be grateful of that. Being regret-free is really freedom. And so it's so true. So when basically you live an authentic life, you really, you let go of what other people, you let go of fear of what other people might say or might not say, because in my experience, people are going to say what they want to say. So the most important thing is to live an authentic life. And when you really let go of what other people think, that's when you live an authentic life. Now, this is my personal experience. My personal experience. I stopped worrying about what other people would think years ago, and it was life-changing for me. And there were only 2 opinions that I really that were my life. I held really like just everything to me, and that was the opinion of my creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God, my creator, my opinion of my creator, and second was my opinion. So whenever I wanted to do something, I wouldn't think about what people would say, or if they would agree or disagree. I would question, well, would my creator be happy with it? Is it ethical? Am I going to be helping humanity, God willing? And am I going to be helping myself? And that's how I started to make all my decisions. Number 1, what would my creator's opinion be of what I'm doing? And number 2, my opinion. And that was it. It was just total freedom from there. total freedom from there. And so my question to you is there anything that you want to do that you're not doing it because you're worried about what other people think, or whether you'll succeed or whether you won't succeed? And if that's the case, just try to let go of what other people think. Try it out for a month. Really, honestly, try it out for a month and start doing what you want to do. And what you'll find is that it is life-changing. That's when you'll really start to, God willing, grow in your field, is when you remove worrying about other people's opinions. Now, the second regret that she found with her patients was I wish I hadn't worked so hard. And she found this really interesting. She found that both men and women had this regret, but men had it more than women. And the reason why men had it more than women, in her experience, in her book, was because they often regretted not spending enough time with their children, not watching their children grow. And it really is a choice. It really is a choice. And it's a mindset. It's a mindset. And so what I found when I started loving myself, and what I found with my clients and people that come to me with the Love Yourself movement, it's a decision that you make, and you ask yourself, is it really worth it? Okay, so I'm working all these hours and I'm not seeing my family. Is it worth it? Is it worth missing out on what I'm missing out on? Because I found that in life, you need a balance of everything. You really need to, you really need wisdom, and you need a balance in everything. You need a balance of your work, family time, your own time, time for your health, time for exercise, time for your spirituality. It's not just, if your whole life is about one thing, then you're going to suffer and everybody around you is going to suffer. So it's really about this regret that often her patients had. It's a blessing for us to read that, because then we can sit back and reflect on our lives and really think, okay, well, thank God, you know what? I'm in good health now, thank God, 1,000,000,000 times. And health is freedom. Also, health is freedom, because you can change whatever you want. How can I, for instance, strike a better work-life balance? How can I do what I love, but also spend time with the people I love, and really also work on my spirituality and my health, and spend time with like I said, with the people I love? And only you know the answer. This is like, only you know the answer to that. So only you know that, for instance, God willing, after a long life, 100 years old, only you know whether you'll look back and you'll think to yourself, you know what, I wish I didn't spend so much time working. I could have had both worlds. I could have worked and really enjoyed my job and really enjoyed my life at the same time. It didn't have to be one or the other. I could have had everything, God willing. So only you know the answer. I found out the answer for myself. I chose to have a balanced life. I chose to really, really have a beautiful work-life balance. And it was a choice that I made, thank God. Regret number 3 she found was, I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. Now, this is what she wrote on her website. She said, many people suppress their feelings in order to keep peace with others. As a result, they settled for a mediocre existence and never became who they were truly capable of becoming. Many developed illnesses related to the bitterness and resentment that came as a result. Now, tried and tested. I was, before the Love Yourself movement, before really finding myself, thank God, 1,000,000,000 times, I was somebody that really suppressed my feelings. Honestly, a serial suppressor. I would suppress my feelings so much. And then what happened was they just kept on manifesting in different illnesses. And the more I studied and the more I dug deeper, I realized that if it doesn't come out, it's going to stay in. And if it stays in, it's going to manifest into something not nice. So I tried and tested. This is so true. This is so true. So what I started doing is simply, I just started expressing my feelings, not in a not nice way, still very diplomatic, very respectful, very nice. I wouldn't hurt anybody at all. But for instance, if I don't like something now, I'll say it. If I'm not comfortable with something, I'll say it. If somebody has upset me unintentionally or intentionally, I'll actually say it and I'll have the discussion with them. And what I found was the more honest I was, the more inside me became cleaner and my heart became cleaner. And the more everybody around me just got used to it. They got used to it. And I think they really appreciate me now, because what you see is what you get. Honestly, there's nothing hidden. What you see is what you get. And I think it just brings peace to everybody. It brings peace to me, and it brings peace to everybody around me, because that's it. I don't hide anything anymore. I don't hide my feelings anymore, for my sake, and for also for my relationship with everybody, just to be really honest and pure. So I can see where they were coming from. I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. So the question to you is, the more you love yourself, the more honestly you don't keep these feelings bottled in. Is there a way that you could get yourself just used to, God willing, getting your feelings out and really expressing yourself? Like I said, it doesn't have to be harsh. It doesn't have to upset anybody. But they shouldn't stay in. So it's just getting into the habit of expressing your feelings, and eventually everybody around you will get used to it. Or once you get used to it, everybody else will. So it's the first thing is you getting used to it, and you being comfortable with really taking care of your health and not bottling things up, being honest with yourself and everybody else around you. Now, the fourth regret was, I wish I stayed in touch with my friends. And what she found was the majority of her patients, they were so busy with their lives and with their work. They had like a few amazing friends, and they just let them slip by. And I've been blessed with amazing friends. Like, I wouldn't say that friends, I could count them on my hand, but absolutely amazing friends. And I've made the conscious decision to keep my friends in my life, because I love them and they bring so many blessings into my life. Like, honestly, they bring so many blessings into my life. And if I need to talk about something, if I need another opinion, I know that they have they want the best for me, and I want the best for them. And I just think they're a present from God. Honestly, they've been given to me as a present. And so I'm aware of that, and I keep in touch with them on a regular basis. So they're a blessing. I have that blessing in my life. So the question to ask yourself is, your friends, the really close few ones that you want the best for them and they want the best for you, are you keeping in touch with them? Because they are a blessing. And the last regret was, I wish I let myself be happier. And apparently this was a really common regret that all patients have. And what she found was, patients didn't realize that happiness was a choice, and happiness is a choice. And so they didn't realize it was a choice. And when you don't realize something's a choice, you don't take it. So basically they might have, in my experience, clients come to me, and even me before, thank God, a billion times, I made the choice to be happy. I thought that happiness would just come to you. But then I realized that no, happiness is a verb. It's something that you have to actually put yourself in that state, and you do things to actually, God willing, to be happy. And you interact with people that also make you, that not make you happy, but increase your happiness. But you have to take action. And so once you realize that for happiness, it's you taking that action, you realize that it's your choice. So how we don't have a choice in how long we're going to live, but we do, God willing, have a choice in the quality of our lives and whether or not we are going to choose happiness. And I promise you, the minute that you choose happiness, miracles happen. Because when you say to yourself, when you make the intention of, right, I'm going to be happy, I choose to be happy, what you'll do is you'll start doing things that make you happy. You'll start saying things that make you happy. You'll start hanging around people that say that bring out more happiness and that have got positive energy. And you'll just everywhere you go, you'll just look for happiness and you say, right, I want to be there, God willing. I'm going to be there. Because I am happy, I'm going to go and join that as well. But if you don't choose happiness, then like if you don't make the conscious decision to choose happiness, then what will happen is that it might occasionally come into your life here and there, but you'll be waiting for it rather than you actually taking action, God willing, and actually implementing it, making it be the dominant part of your life. So those are the 5 regrets. I really hope you enjoyed it. I learned so much from the book. So let's just do a quick recap. Okay, a quick recap of the 5 regrets. So the first regret is basically, the summary is to have the courage to live the life that you want. Have the courage to live the life you want. Don't worry about any other people's opinions. Like I said, now I removed people's opinions from my life, and my creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God's opinion is what I strive for. Is my creator going to be happy with what I'm doing or not? And then my opinion, God willing. And then the second thing is striking a work-life balance, like really being conscious of enjoying every area of my life, not just spending my life working. The third regret was having the courage to express your true feelings, really live an honest, authentic life, God willing. Don't keep your feelings bottled up. It's not worth it. And then everybody around you will just get used to this beautiful, honest you. You're so much nicer to deal with. Number 4, the importance of friendship. If God is great and has blessed you with amazing friends, a couple of amazing friends, really appreciate them and keep them in your life. And the last one was allowing yourself to be happy. Like I said, we don't have a choice of how long we're going to live, but we do have a choice of the quality of our life, and happiness is a choice. I love you loads. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Kindly click the like button if you like the video, and the subscribe button, and have a brilliant, beautiful, absolutely amazing day.